All right, what's up, y'all? It's Desmond with Get Rich Once. Let's get into this portfolio update for June of 2026. So it's definitely been a lot of time. It's been like 9 months since I last saw y'all. But I'm checking in. Things have been happening. Things are good and they're okay. So let us check what's going on here. So from October to now, definitely had some discrepancies here. I did sell some stuff, evacuated some cash out of the account. I'll tell you about that a little later. And that's also kind of the case in my Robinhood Roth IRA. Also mixed in there with some of the cash. If you look back at my other videos, it was like 8,000, 9,000, somewhere around there. Some of that money was money that was kind of like assets under management, kind of sort of, custodial stuff was kind of like up in there too. So recalibrating some of this, just to kind of like encompass what I actually have, and I separated some accounts. So this is only one Robinhood brokerage account that I have, and this is the one I'm tracking for the sake of this channel. Also the Roth IRA, again, we saw some reductions there, but it's totally fine. Your boy is stabilized, life is good. 401k though have been absolutely diligent, have been crushing it. I'm doing a good 10% plus the 5% match that my company does, so life is good there. All total, we ended up over these last 9 months kind of staying the same in assets category, but you'll see when we cover net worth, life is actually pretty good. Ratio of investments to savings, I know I have totally fucked up on this one, but hey man, it was 180 to 1. Now we are trying to get it to lower than that, but now it's 166 to 1. Trust me, I am working on this one as hard as possible. We are trying to get this together. Special notes here, man. Let's go ahead and cover it. Yeah, stock sales from both accounts. Yep, got to hit on some debts. Cool. Handle some emergencies. Cool. Open up some cash flow. Great. Did that, right? Open up the cash flow, put me in a better position for net worth acceleration. Sometimes you got to dig into some of your winnings to set yourself up to win even more. I just had to do it, to kind of like dig in just a bit to reset myself, get a new budget, get a new, terms of engagement with how I interact with my money every month. And sometimes you got to do that, but it definitely has value here. So, October, like the last check-in, we were some 7 racks lower than where we were, and this is not just coming from one place or the other. Like mostly 401k stuff, like we are doing okay as far as net worth. We've seen some acceleration. Like if you see, the net worth was fairly stagnant. We still had pieces of debt that were kind of carrying a little bit. So from like October to January, like there's just almost a $2,000 difference, whereas like from January to April, we were definitely seeing like a $4,000 difference, and that's more so in line where we need to be. I'm telling you, man, the net worth part is slowly but surely scooting up. There's some cool shit going on over there. So in any case, retirement, man. Moving on, just trying to keep the bigger picture in mind. Where am I at? Well, if I'm throwing in about 14 racks, if I got 66 right now, and my annual desire, like I expect inflation to be 4%, make 7. That's a little conservative, I guess. It's still sitting at $2.4 million in 2051 when I'm 52. Hopefully we get a couple of bags before then, switch jobs, figure out, like a couple of deals, and we might, have a little bit more than that. But on milestones, definitely wanted to add this in, cover this. Yeah, milestones are looking okay, bro. Like we hit 50,000 November. It took us a year to get 10,000 more in assets. I'm telling you, and like now we're getting very close to 70,000. So we're seeing an acceleration in hitting our milestones, and that's what's beautiful. You'll also notice that these milestones are not evenly spaced. That first 100,000, that's the hardest, and that's what I'm getting for. I'm like 66% there. Just got to get that last 34% out of the way. Stack these, put the dead presidents in the safe, stack it up, and we'll be okay. So yeah, man, that's the check-in. Look, man, y'all do what y'all gotta do. Track yourselves. Figure out a ways to get in tune with your money. Understand the psychology of it, so we can all get rich once. Thank y'all so much, man. Peace.